second annual Jazz with the Stars. So glad the weather worked out tonight because we had a huge threat of rain earlier in the week, and that would not have been good. So we have an awesome program lined up for you tonight. So we are going to start with the vocalist. First up is Mina escorted by Brianna Zeitler. She's a sophomore in wind ensemble and marching band. She plays the flute, but she can also sing. Give it up for Mina.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Stars when you shine, you know what I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. This freedom is all mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling good.
Wasn't that beautiful? One more round of applause for Mina. Woo! So next up, we are going to have senior Samantha escorted by Michael Dickinson. Samantha is in choir, concert, and chamber choir, and she also plays the flute and wind ensemble.
this good?
You had plenty money in 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and give me some money too. You sit down and wonder what it's all about. You ain't got no money, they will kick you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and give me some money too. If you had prepared 20 years ago, you wouldn't be wandering now from door to door. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here and give me some money too. Why don't you do right like some other man do?
Thank you for that performance, Samantha. Next, we will have Isabella Lopez, a freshman who was in Guys and Dolls. She is in Wind Ensemble, Marching Band, and Jazz Ensemble for trumpet, and she is escorted by Anthony Patoya.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what's brave.
in that song. That was amazing. So next up, we will have our fourth vocalist, Samantha Miller, escorted by Matthew Tricarico. She is in concert choir, notoriety. She is the color guard section leader and orchestra vice president. Thank you, Samantha. Next up, we will have Patricia Suan, escorted by Xerxes Tata. She was in Legally Blonde, Beauty and the Beast, Guys and Dolls. She's in Notoriety, Choir Chamber, Concert Choir, and on the Color Guard.
At last
Thank you very much. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Ken Zampella. I am one of the director of bands here. Thank you. I am also one of the planners for tonight's event, and from a personal note, I just want to say thank you very much for coming out and supporting the program. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our vocalists. They were awesome.
That's it. Good night.
Dalton Mooring on trombone, and Kevin Rollins on alto sax. Thank you for coming out. This evening, we are very excited to bring you 6 charts, some of which are from the 2 competitions that we've been to. And we are very excited to bring a very talented young man up to the stage to perform a solo for The Land of Make-Believe by Chuck Mangione. Javon Snyder on sousaphone, and Mr. Alex Kuchnicki on trumpet. Thank you. I featured Mr. Ronak Patel on drums, Alex Pishnicki on trumpet, and Xerxes Tata on alto. So, how are you? I'm great, because we are here to acknowledge all the hard work of our music department. And man, they worked their butts off this year. They did. And the high school jazz ensemble has been to 2 competitions this year. Livingston High School, we went, got a gold rating, outstanding best overall trombone section, and best soloist, Tomi Bana on guitar. And then we traveled to Boston this year for our band trip. And we competed on the national level against some other schools. We received a superior rating, first place, best overall jazz ensemble, and best soloist, Dalton Mooring on trombone. And we are really excited to finish out our program for you. So our next tune is actually a very unlikely source material for jazz. And for those of you who are into Jersey-based bands, and for those of you who like your little rock and pop fix, I'll do a little Paramore today for you. So, coming up to the stage right now is senior Angel Bateman, coming up to sing The Only Exception by Paramore.
Exception. believe it.
Miss Angel Bateman. This next song is a familiar title. You might have seen the motion picture soundtrack released by Pixar. These are themes from The Incredibles. Actually, before we get started, I have a very special request from the mother of one of our band members. Today happens to be Perry Fagan II's birthday. Happy birthday, Perry. You're welcome, Mrs. Fagan. Thank you very much. We have one more song for you, and then after that we're going to have a 15-minute intermission. There is some drinks and little goodies available over at our concession stands. Thank you very much to our Band Parent Association for being so awesome and helping with today. Our last tune is ironically entitled The Opener. This will be featuring, who's this featuring? Brianna Zeeler on tenor sax and Anthony Patoya on trumpet. Thank you very much, and after intermission we'll bring on the Garden State Jazz Orchestra. Thank you.
So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Garden State Jazz Orchestra.
Don Honeycutt on tenor sax, Sean Hack on trumpet, and Rob Stein on trumpet. Taylor Goodson on piano, Kristen Lopez on drums. Welcome, we are the Garden State Jazz Orchestra. Thank you for coming out. And that first tune was entitled Big Swing Face. And next up we have a composition by the Gershwins entitled Fascinating Rhythm. Jimmy Romano on trumpet. bring out our vocalists. First up, singing Anything Goes, is Miss Eleny Kos. Eleny Kos.
Sounds good. All right.
They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, the meanest gal in town. Leather is tough, but Hannah's heart is tougher. She's a gal who loves to see a man suffer. Tease him, thrill him, to torture and to kill him is her delight, they say. I saw her at the seashore with the great big man. There was Hannah pouring water on a drowning man. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, G.A. Your cold refrigerated mamas, brother, she's the polar bear's pajamas. Tease 'em, thrill 'em, torture and kill 'em, it's her delight, they say. And evenings spent with Hannah sitting on your knees, it's like traveling through Alaska in your PVDs. She's hard-hearted Hannah, vamp of Savannah. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah.
My dear friend Anna. Now, for those of you who do not know, Anna lives out in Detroit. She flies here for every gig because she's so awesome. She drives here for every gig because she's so awesome. In addition, last summer, Anna and Anna flew me out to Detroit, and we cut Anna's first album. And she was very excited about it, and we were both very excited. If you go onto the Garden State Jazz Orchestra Facebook page, you scroll down a little bit, you will find a link to Anna's new album. There's 5 songs, it is $5. It is the best $5 you will spend so far this month. So we asked you to go check it out. There's a few songs on there, one original and 4 covers. And we are very happy to do that today. But for now, we have a little duet entitled On a Slow Boat to China.
Hey, that's some nice piano playing.
Oh, thanks. He's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, so what you doing these days?
Well, you know, just playing gigs, fundraisers.
Really?
Yes, really.
Do you still play piano for people?
Oh, yeah, I guess. But it depends on who.
I'm gonna get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. Get you and keep you in my arms evermore. Leave all the others waiting on a faraway shore. Out on the briny, where the moon's big and shiny, melting your heart of stone. I'm gonna get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone.
I didn't know you felt that way about me.
I don't. And you're a piano player.
Oh, just like the good old days.
You're not gonna change keys on me, are ya?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get you.
You're never gonna get me.
Out to China.
Not even in a slow boat.
All to myself.
I'll just get motion sick.
Alone, I'm gonna make you mine.
You'll have to stand in line.
Get you and keep
attack.
Leave all the others on the
So
shore.
they swim to China and back.
Out on the briny,
You're never gonna get me,
wounds big and shiny,
not even in a robot.
melting your heart of stone. Come on, what do you say?
You always get your way. I'm gonna get you on a slow boat to China. All to myself, alone together. All to myself, alone. And Isachenko.
Thank you.
Is a Duke Ellington chart entitled In a Mellow Tone. If you would indulge me just one second, is Neva around? Where's my little Neva? Come here, sweetie pie. There she is. So, about a month and a half ago, we were driving in the car, and we of course listened to Frozen 5,000 times, the wheels in the back, all day. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to expose her to a little bit more because I want her to be a young, cultured 2-year-old. So I said, let's put on some other stuff. So I put on a chart, our next chart, and I hear, Daddy? And I turn around and I say, what, Neva? And she says, I like this song. And I said, yes, it has begun. So Neva, what is your favorite song?
In the mood.
In the mood? And who's going to play it for you today? Garrett and Daddy. Where are you, Garrett? What does Garrett play? Here.
Trumpet.
And what does Daddy play? Yeah. And what does Nate play?
Trumpet. Bass.
The bass. Very good. Should we play in the mood for you now? Yeah? Okay. This is In the Mood.
to our last chart, I just have a few thank yous. Thank you to the Garden State Jazz Orchestra for coming out. All the hard work that you put into the orchestra paid off and made it a special night. Second, I'd like to thank Dr. Sumner Masuzo and all the choir vocalists who put in a lot of hard work and dedicated their time and effort to tonight. Next, I'd like to thank the BPA and our sponsors for their assistance in tickets, concessions, and donations for the evening. You made it all happen. Another huge thanks to the custodian crew who cut the grass this morning and cleaned up this lawn so it could look amazing for you guys tonight. A special shout out to our student volunteers, in particular Allison, Nick, Justin, Hunter, Kieran, Emily, for staying after school in very hot weather to set up all the chairs and the heavy stage tonight. Thank you guys so much for everything. And then a special thank you to my mom, Jean, for printing up the lovely programs that you have today, and Nora Kaderka for getting the risers for us and helping tonight run so smoothly. A few more, I promise. Thank you to Mr. Lester, Ms. Kirk, Ms. Rafferty, and the Board of Education for your continued support and dedication of this program. Last but not least, thank you all for coming out tonight. It took a lot of time and effort to set this up for you, and we're glad to have such an amazing audience to share it with.
Just a few extra thank yous. There are actually some administrators and board members here tonight. I believe amongst them I saw our Vice President is Alex Lopez. Thank you, Alex. Our President, Mr. Irwin, who actually came over here in between games with his son, and he stopped by. I think I saw Mr. Ira Stern, our Business Administrator, David Oliveira, and our extremely awesome Superintendent, Mrs. Rafferty. Thank you all for coming out, and we really appreciate it. And so doing this tonight it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of people, and there's a lot of cogs in the wheel that make it happen. And this year, my point person today was Olivia, and over the past few months, we've been going back and forth, like, oh, it's actually going to happen this time. It's going to happen with the programs and all this other stuff, and she was just amazing. So, a little token of my appreciation for you, for all your hard work, and you were really awesome, and I love you very much. I'm going to miss you next year. She's graduating, and thank you so much. You were so awesome. Without further delay, featuring our sax section tonight, I give you Cruisin' for a Bluesin'.
One, two, boom!
Lopez on the drums. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Before we depart, I would like to just introduce the band very quickly. In the front, starting on our left, on tenor sax, Don Honeycutt. On lead alto, Zach Gardner. On tenor sax, Yuna Shin, Piscataway graduate. On bari sax, Alvin Scott. On trombone, current senior, Mr. Dalton Loring. On lead trombone, Michael Ventoso. On trombone, my former music teacher, Mr. Joe Walter. And on bass trombone, Piscataway graduate Marco Jaimes. Up in our trumpet section, starting on the right, Piscataway graduate Jason Lakshmanan. Mr. Sean Hack. Garrett Facone. Jerry Romano, Rob Stein. In our rhythm section, on upright and electric bass, Mr. Nate White, Piscataway graduate. On piano, Taylor Goodson. On the electric guitar, Steve Lucas. And on the kit, Piscataway graduate, Kristen Lopez. Our two beautiful, talented vocalists, Miss Eleny Kos and Miss Anna Isachenko. And on alto sax, the director, my name is Mr. Ken Zampella. We thank you so much for coming out tonight. We will see you next year at the 3rd annual. Drive safe and take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful summer. Let's take it home, boys. Oh, wow.